I want to make sure that we have a clear understanding of how to graph equations that are written in slope-intercept form. So I'm going to show you how to graph two different equations. The first equation that we will graph together is going to be y equals negative 2x minus 6. This equation might represent a situation such as you started in debt, you owe somebody $6, and then you continue to borrow $2 a week from them. How many weeks will it take before you owe them, let's say, $100? So this is the initial value. This is the rate of change. The initial value is also your y-intercept, and your rate of change is your slope. This is in slope-intercept form. Y equals mx plus b. M is the slope, and b is the y-intercept. Write that down. Now, in order to graph in slope-intercept form, I say take them in alphabetical order, and you can't get them wrong. So you're going to start with b, which is your y-intercept. This equation intersects the y-axis at negative 6. So I'm going to put a point at negative 6. Now, from that point, I am going to plot the slope. This equation has a slope of negative 2. Slope is the rise over the run. And if you have to rise negative 2, that's a fall, because you have to go down. You also run 1. Now, you can fall to 1, 2, and run to the right 1 and put a point. But you notice that this is off of the graph. So you can, instead of falling to and going right 1, you can rise to and go in the opposite direction 1 time. Rise to, go in the opposite direction 1 time. Rise to, go in the opposite direction 1 time. And then you will connect those points to form a line. And that line will be a continuous line, and we close it with arrows on the end of it, because it's going to continue in both directions. And that is how you graph an equation that is written in slope-intercept form. We are going to graph an equation in slope-intercept form again. This equation is going to be y equals, let's do 1 half x plus 3. So for this equation, a problem might be you start out with $3, and then you earn $1 for every 2 cups of lemonade served. This positive 3 is your y-intercept. $1 for every 2 cups is your rate of change, which is also your slope, which is your rise over run. First, you plot your y-intercept. It is at positive 3. From that point, you're going to plot the slope, and our slope is 1 over 2, which means that we're going to rise 1 and run 2 from this y-intercept. So look for the red marks. Rise 1, run 2, put a point. You can go again. Rise 1, run 2, put a point. And then you can also go in the opposite direction, where you fall 1 and you go left 2. You can continue to form points, and all of these points will fall on that line. And so we extend it in both directions with arrows on both sides. That means that if you sell 6, you will make 6. And that's how you plot in slope-intercept form.